You know, there's a lot of things that come into seeing something beautiful fail, like an underdog getting his legs and arms cut off when he was coming so far to climb that mountain. So far, but failed dramatically, sporadically, globally. That's how it looks when I look at the Cleveland Cavaliers fail at delivering. From the front office to the team's behavioral settings, from their cap space, and boy, it's free agency. And ever since LeBron left, everything that came to the Cavaliers just sporadically getting players from getting Kevin Love, that groundbreaking Kevin Love trade for Andrew Wiggins. We all thought it was crazy for getting rid of a talent, to knowing how great Kevin Love still is, and to trash how Andrew Wiggins became. Tristan Thompson becoming a secure rebounder. J.R. Smith. Iman Shumpert. And LeBron James and Kyrie Irving, what was supposed to be the team of the future, until the Warriors start getting great. And now, I'm looking at them now. A shell of their former selves, still holding on to the only thing that's relevant to being an all-star, and that's a 4-year contract, 4 years of his contract remaining, where he's like getting like 100 something million out of Kevin Love. What the fuck? Oh boy. From all this, from the controversies of LeBron just treating his fucking team like chopped liver and shit, all of this, and I'm not hearing that there's any assets, because not a lot of people are trying to get an aging contract, aging power forward that's injury prone. That's good from outside the arc, but other than that, he can't go up the post anymore, and obviously, his contract is way too big. Kevin Love's contract is way too big. Nobody's trying to get J.R. Smith except the Lakers because LeBron James' chemistry issues, even though we know he's dumb as shit, and he's able to get himself into too much trouble. Didn't this idiot toss fucking his fucking soup at a coach? It's not like his stats are impressive either. This is the same team that drafted Darius Garland, a 6'2" point guard that's not even better than the first round rookie they just got from last year, and Colin Sexton that had a breakout year. Literally the only offensive threat when Love and both Tristan Thompson were injured, averaging like 18 points a night. Jordan Clarkson, I don't know who the fuck is willing to pick him up. Obviously not LA again, when they're obviously willing to get fucking J.R. Smith instead of Jordan Clarkson, a young scorer that played near a full season and consistently shows mediocrity, that he shot a staggering 32.4% from behind the arc. Watching Cavs games, because I thought, LeBron ain't there, so let me just see what this young team can do. With no Tyronn Lue, no top guy to, keep them from playing like shit, wasting $144 million in Kevin Love. Now he's 30. Wasting a lot of money on these niggas. Seriously, not even 1-year deals on most of these guys. These are multi-year deals. J.R. Smith is getting paid $14 million this year. $15 million next year. Obviously, Sexton is getting an extension. Larry Nance Jr. is getting paid $2 million, $12 million to $11 million to $10 million to $9 million. David Nwaba and Nick Stauskas are the only guys getting paid under $2 million. The rest of these guys, like Sidney Osman, is decent. Channing Frye is going to retire. That's an update. Jordan Clarkson might stay with Cleveland because that's the only team that's willingly giving him minutes, not the fucking Clippers. Even the Clippers have standards. They just have no standards when it comes to making it to the playoffs. Or making it for the first fucking round. The only upside was the return of Matthew Dellavedova, and for that it didn't even change much. Their best games have only been against fucking the Knicks or the fucking Chicago Bulls that were trasher, but at least had prospects. Guys that were willing to put in the effort. These guys picked up mediocrity in fucking John Henson that wasn't doing much for the Bucks. Brandon Knight that wasn't doing much for the Rockets. David Nwaba that wasn't doing shit for Chicago, and now he's in a veteran's contract, and this guy's only 26 years old. Ante Zizic is getting a 5-year deal. Zizic! Remember from the Lakers? 6'11" pile of shit that has a career rebounding of 4.2 and only started in 25 games, and yet he's in a 5-year deal with the Cavs. Pathetic. Strictly pathetic. That's just sad. Sure, he's a decent blocker, so you need a decent rim protector for your squad. I get it. But Jesus Christ, is he trash. Strictly trash. Sidney Osman is inconsistent from the three-point line. Watch his games. The dude gets it from the corner. He wants to run up and sometimes just chuck baseline floaters. Then there's Marquise Chris that has a decent upside in athleticism, but he's fucking trash. Sidney Osman, that I was talking about, is 42 from the field and 34.8 from the fucking three-point line. If you don't think that the Cavs are overdoing it with these over-exaggerated contracts, and now they picked up Garland, a point guard that they don't even need when they obviously need a small forward. That makes no damn sense to me. I think they should just cut their losses. Get rid of J.R. Smith and get rid of Kevin Love. Get rid of the obvious cancer in the room that is Kevin Love's contract. Base your team on young players. Try to tank and get maybe Cole Anthony or some shit. Maybe Zaire. Somebody that's going to be good next year. Maybe that albino nigga that used to be on TCU playing in Grand Canyon. Watching Cavs games were so terrible. You don't know if you were watching AAU or a trashy high school team. These guys went 19 and 63, and they didn't even have the top 3 pick in the NBA draft. Because they traded them away. They traded them away for Dealwood. They got a Dwayne Wade draft pick. I mean, they got a D Wade. We're trading away they traded away D Wade for a future draft pick. And Jay Crowder and Kyle Korver for a few draft picks and still didn't get shit. How can you not get shit? Picked up Darius Garland as the most generic nigga. Even in his draft picture, he looked generic. And I thought that we had too many veterans. First time I saw the Cavs. Again, back 4 seasons ago. And now it's too many nobodies. Brandon Knight hasn't been shit. Best thing I've ever seen him do is get dunked on by DeAndre Jordan. John Henson hasn't been shit until he was playing with Antetokounmpo and being just a spot-up shooter that can't square up on any nigga because he's an undersized big man. Dellavedova, I like him. Sexton, pretty good. Marquise Chris ain't shit. He shouldn't even be making $3 million. Next is Sidney Osman that somehow has an extra year contract, even though he's terrible. Larry Nance Jr., he's a decent putback guy. He's a decent rim protector, but obviously deserves a 2-year contract for a guy like that. David Nwaba, I mean, Ante Zizic is alright, but only there in small spurts. Like, he couldn't even block Jonathan Simmons. That's a sad thought. You couldn't even block niggas from the Orlando Magic that were better than you. It made the AFC the playoffs, and nobody even knew they were there. Just cut your losses. Because as soon as the NBA fans know that you still exist, even though LeBron's not on your team, that sooner or later have noticed that your franchise will always be a steaming pile of shit with or without a superstar. Because you have a multi-time all-star that's aging, completely injured, and making a 5-year, like 144 million off staying home now. And Tristan Thompson, that's fucking around with faggots all day instead of actually playing real basketball. And J.R. Smith, that shouldn't even be on a team, and yet he's making like 30-something million. And John Henson, that's somehow making 20 million. These are over-exaggerated contracts for mediocrity Cavs. And I don't like it. I never like it. I don't like seeing teams fail. I don't like seeing unreasonable reasons why teams should fail. And the more times I watch Cavs games than I watch what the fuck they do in the front office, the more times I feel like you guys shouldn't even make a trade. Nobody, even the worst players, even Andrew Wiggins wouldn't think of coming back here if he was thinking, oh, he could get his numbers up in a rebuild team. Andrew Wiggins has been playing in a rebuild team since day one because Minnesota is in the brink of so much failure that even Derrick Rose would leave for the fucking Pistons of all teams that need backcourt assistance. Because God knows I'm not getting anything done with Stanley Johnson and Reggie Evans or Kyrie Thomas. I need a knee-shattered Derrick Rose that's only been notable for having tough games against the Spurs. Fuck. Wow. This rant video took way too long. Oh, wow. I thought of just making it a 5-minute video of how stupid the Cavs are. This is 10 minutes. But thank you for watching. This makes me really mad to see the Cavs go through this path. They should really just cut their losses short. Like Blossom Game's starting career.